all lit up. And we
As
smell.
you can hear, we are back, and that's a problem if you're at my village,
Why?
cause I'm just about to arrive at yours.
Oh,
I-
why are
I'll
you at mine?
I was gonna drop off a bunch of rails.
Oh, just put them in the chest if they can fit, and if they don't fit, make a new chest and place it outside the door.
Rip Jacob.
Oh, he is going to be angry. After all that time getting on the server, what is this? This thing that you have above your smeltery tap with the lever on it and has the spinny circle. What is it?
Which 1 second? I'll be right there. Oh, that is just a redstone clock.
Oh, what mod is that?
Look at it. Seriously, just put your mouse over
Oh, right. I always have that disabled. Extra utility.
it.
I always forget that's a thing because I like to have it disabled because it's such an annoying thing.
Maybe it's just because like my screen's big enough. I actually have to turn my eyes up to see it. That it doesn't
I
bother me.
have a big enough screen, but I hate having my GUI size smaller. I just think it's easier to see everything.
Well, mine
I
is
like your
set
grave
to
collection.
my what?
Your grave collection.
Yeah, every time I grab a grave, I stop it there.
What's that?
Hello.
Oh, that looks. Oh, that's chisels and bits. They have that.
Yeah, I
Nice.
did that with all chisel and bits.
Dang it, I need to disable my armor. Skin customization jacket and sleeve. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Hey.
Okay, so careful with that because it does like try and activate like a certain tile. It does search for a tile entity when you're doing that.
Oh, what tile entity does it look for?
It's looking for the tile entity needed to do the rituals.
No, it can't be that bad. My conveyor belts look for a tile entity every tick, and they don't cause any problems, it looks like. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. He left the game. Oh, I'm just dumb.
Uh, he's having so many issues.
I bet it's because he uses Linux.
It's not because he's using Linux, it's because his computer is clearly underpowered for this. Because he's having client lag, not server lag.
Yeah.
Like, how much client lag do you have?
I don't have much client lag at all, but every once in a while I get these massive lag spikes.
Yeah, I've had that issue too. Speaking of which, let's fix our our video settings to deal with some of that. There we go. Locking myself down to 30 again so that when I'm recording, what I see is what I get. For some reason, I'm getting way worse FPS than I should.
My FPS is pretty much 60, but
Yeah, I'm getting way worse than I should though for some reason,
my
and I don't
game
know
keeps
why.
on freezing, and I don't know why. It's freezing each time the memory maxes out.
Well, yeah, because it's catching on something, and we're dealing with Java, which is a shit language.
I have 2.5 gigabytes allocated. I'm not sure That should be fine. I don't understand why the RAM dumps are causing so much lag.
Yeah, like
It's climbing to 69% and dumping.
yeah, mine keeps on like just climbing max. And I don't know why. It shouldn't be.
I don't know much about these details of programming, but would it spike less if it dumped more often before it maxed out?
Yeah, it should be dumping more. It shouldn't be
Is
dumping. When it dumps, it can cause a spike, but
Yeah. Is there a way to make it happen more often, like explicitly have it happen more often?
I don't know what's up. Like you normally use Optifine because it would fix that. I like how he's like, I'm super behind. If I was going hard at this, I would already be running like massive reactors and shit. So you got the rails. You just exploring around my little village here. So let's see. What should I be working on? Because I've just spent the last few minutes wandering around like an idiot. Okay, so things to work on. Things to work on. So many mods. No idea what to do. Da, 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 da. I guess our next bet is.
For the conveyor belts that I'm working on, I'm considering making them have two sides, like in Factorio, and then maybe have a second uh, tier which can hold 3 or 4 items on. Well, have 3 or 4 lanes, I should say.
Um, Maybe make the two sides a the second tier, just because in Minecraft that would be a lot more powerful than in
Okay.
Factorio.
Because I know a lot of mods will do tiering by increasing the speed, but I want to try increasing the tier by throughput.
Yeah. Let me think here while I try and figure out what I should be working on. Okay, so I think my best bet would actually be get working on some better with mods. If you'd like to pop into this house here and sleep just before you travel home,
Okay.
that would help you.
Which one? I'm getting
It's
a ton of
the big house.
Hang on, I'm getting a spike.
You just passed the door.
Oh, I thought you meant the big house over there.
No, no, no. That's just one in the air. That's where that's the slums where all the villager scrubs live.
Oh, I'm making a slums except it's gonna be a not sunny slums. Am I suffocating?
Yeah, you seem to suffocate when you leave these beds just for one tick.
Why do those beds look weird? They don't look like vanilla beds.
Because I use white wool and we have cork installed. Yeah, that's the entirety of it.
I bet cork's making me suffocate.
I don't know if it's just due to it placing you in a block or something, or
Probably something blocks.
yeah.
Okay, I'm getting too much lag to play. I think I'm gonna take a break.
Alrighty.
And then make ideas happen.
Yep. Whoa. Thank God I disabled things. Disabled creepers.
Okay, I'm gonna go now.
Okay.
See ya.
See ya. Well, without him here, I guess we can get back to progressing, everyone. Progress. So, as I said, we're gonna work on better with mods. I think to do that, we need. Well, we live near a river, so. Okay, so we need. So, okay, so I want this windmill, I think. There's also the vertical windmill that required. So I need just. So a windmill is the cheapest option, it looks like. With hemp cloth. Okay, so. Okay, I was just reading what's going on in chat, being a server new. So, how are we going? Okay, let's see here. Leather strip, iron knife, and leather, and a cauldron with oak bark. And oh my god, let me figure this out. I need. Let's try this bark wood, but. Let me figure this out. What I need is I need leather. To get leather, I need cows, and to get cows, I need wheat. Okay, so unless there is almost always at least one way to get a leather in a pack. Demon hide, nope. Oh well, that's not fun. I can dry cooked fish though. Get leather. Drying basin is the best bet. That's actually quite cheap. I just need to go kill a squid. Okay, so which mod is doing this? This is all biomes 20 stuff. Okay, so what we need for now is to get some squids. Need to murder this squid. Murder it. Yay, squid dead. I should probably kill one or two more. If you've ever gone squid hunting, you know my pain right now. Okay, that's good for now. Luckily, we don't have any mods that are really nasty about you needing to kill squid. If I really had to, there are other ways to get ink. I'm pretty sure I could make a mob farmer spawner or something. Okay. So this is the best method. So it can make a mineral resin. It can do clay to harden clay, dirt to coarse dirt. It can help undye clay, and it can dry out sponge. And for now, it's going to handle our biggest issue. I don't know how long this takes, but it's clearly going to take some time. And our best bet to do this actually is some lazy automation. I'm not going to automate this correctly, but I do have a bunch of hoppers from a dungeon. Sometimes you can just use a hopper. That cannot automate that. Okay. And now we just wait. Too exhausted to turn that. Wonderful. How do I make a knife? I'm going to need 2 flint. That's 1 flint. That's 2 flint. It can be crafted as so. I don't like that recipe at all, but I'll use it. I don't generally use that type of recipe. And then we just go like that, and that, and that. I could automate this pretty cheaply though, so I'm not too worried about it. I haven't raised that sleeping delay yet. So what we have to do is we have to make this into that leather. And then I have to tan that in a cauldron. I guess. Like that. And all of this, by the way, is to build a water wheel. Once I build a water wheel, I get to move this system. After I do a couple of other things. But eventually I get to move this millstone so I can actually make use of it. Here we go. So let's just focus on that and that. Those will do. Now I need to. That gives it 1 bark. And then converts into a charcoal. That's a thing, I guess. It does lower efficiency just slightly. I am definitely going to need a lot of bark. I can't get spruce. Is it loosened on? No. I need to find spruce saplings. We're gonna have to go traveling, I think. I know where I can get some, probably. It's just I didn't want to have to go there. It's gonna be a bit of a journey. But if I must travel, I must travel. We cannot run forever. We cannot avoid our fates. We can deal with that goddamn horse armor. Let's see here. That can go there for now. That's one bone. Why am I messing with wood? I need... Oh my god, what was I doing here? I remember that. Hold on. So I can keep my bucket too. I need to check a wiki now. I also need to close it. Doesn't open programs. You know what? I'm gonna check a wiki off camera because we're pretty much done now. So I'm gonna thank you all once again for watching. Take a bit of a drink so to feel myself while I get ready to check a wiki, figure out how I do this again, and then I'll see you all next time. So thank you all for watching, and bye bye.